And part 2 is in session. All right. Then it's going to be sort of the same, but not quite the same. Sort of the same, but not quite the same. It's going to say it's arithmetic. It's going to say A3 is 17 and A7 is, give me a minute, 53. It's going to ask you to find the difference. It's going to ask you to find A1. It's going to ask you to find the formula. The backup plan is this. To go 17, A4, A5, A6, A7. That's the backup plan. The backup plan is to do it just how we did the last one. That's the backup plan. The better plan is this. You have to add the finger plan, A4, 5, 6, 7. The better plan, subtract them. A3, 17, added to 4 D's will get us 53. That's the better way to do it. But you can do the backup plan, make blanks, fill in the blanks.
9.
Is it 9?
Yes.
Good. It is 9. The difference is 9. Now we need to find A1. When we go forward, we add 9. What do we do when we go backward? Subtract 9. We could subtract 2 9s, or you could do the backup plan. You could back them up like this, subtract 9, subtract 9. And do we get a negative 1?
Yes.
Cool, we get a negative 1. When we know the D, when we know the A1, we're ready to get a formula. The formula is A sub n is A1 plus n minus 1 times D. I'm trying to squish this in. We know what A1 is. It's negative 1. N minus 1, we found the difference is 9. We do the distributive property. N minus 10. And so goes our arithmetic review. The other 2 reviews go quicker. The other 2 reviews go quicker. Your formula sheet up on top has summations. It is the big Greek letter sigma. I draw them very well. There are constants. There are linears. There are quadratics. This problem has both a linear and a constant, so we do it as 2 parts. We do it as 2 parts. We will do the linear part, and we will add that to the constant part. The linear part, k to the first power. If you'll remember, and this is why we were reviewing, you write the fraction 7/11. And then times a fraction right next to it. And if you will remember a k, a constant, we don't say n plus 1, we say top plus 1. When you see on your formula, you got your formula sheet out, and it says there are formula sheets back there if yours is missing. Top plus 1, top is 13. Top plus 1 is 14, divided by 2. That will just be arithmetic in just a moment. Your constant just says your top times the one out there, top times the one out there. One, 2, 4, 7 divided by 22. Ooh. Plus 109.909, repeating. The one that caused a little more anxiety was when the bottom number was not a 1. When the summation's bottom number was not a 1, that caused a little more anxiety. I think we can see this one as well. I don't know. Yeah, we can't see it. Yes. Okie dokie. All of our formulas start at 1. What we want to do, I'm just going to graphically show you, we want to add up the first 18 of them, but then we didn't want the first 4, so we add up the first 4 and subtract them away. So that's what we're graphically or blankly doing. So what we do, it becomes k equals 1 to 18 of 7k squared. So that would add them all up. But we don't want the first 4. We go one number less than this. So we go from k equals 1 to 4 of the same thing. So we're adding all 18 of them up, but we don't want the first 4, so we add them up and subtract them away. We write 7 over 1. We write a fraction line. We look at quadratic, and it goes top plus 1, double the top plus 1. It's on your formula sheet, top plus 1, double the top plus 1 over 6. Simply going to be arithmetic. Minus 7 over 1, top plus 1, double the top plus 1 divided by 6. Certainly a decent idea is to have everything in parentheses. And then just arithmetic it out. One, 4, 5, 5, 3. And then, do I need another recording? I don't. And then, the recent geometric, which went better for you. How do I know that? It seemed to go better for you. The geometric formula. It's even more fun when I put the correct geometric formula. And there might be a question like this. Find the ratio and state the formula. It would say geometric. It would say geometric. All right, I did one that most of you can't find in your head. So divide this by this, this divided by this divided by this. Please do that. Did I succeed? didn't. Does anyone else think I did succeed?
You messed up on the third one, going from the 27 to 44.
I did?
I think so.
It's 48.234.
Would you please try it as 48? Because I attempted not to mess up. Apparently I did mess up. If it's 48, did I do it correct now? Is it 1.75 now? Cool, okay, sorry about that. I will certainly try not to mess up come test time. Wait, we use the letter R for ratio. And our formula, A sub n, that's just a label, equals the first one times the ratio, the n minus 1. And I can fit the last question in on this review, on this one. And finally, it will say it is geometric, and it will say fill in the blanks. It will say it's geometric. It will say it's geometric. I hope I did it right. Who knows? Geometric, we multiply one to the next, to the next, to the next. Is that what we do? What do we multiply to get here? No, I'm just a kid. How do we get to this blank? I don't know, I'm just a kid. I don't know, I'm just a kid. I don't know, I'm just a kid. Becomes 8r to the 4th power equals this mess. Which I hope I did right. Divide both sides by 8. The 4th root is the same as taking it to what exponent? 1 over 4. To the, make sure you do it in parentheses, the 1/4.
R is 2.2.
R is 2.2. And then all of a sudden, filling in the blanks becomes easy. Do I have enough time? I do. 8 times 17.6, 38.72, 85.184, and the moment of truth, 187. I did this one right. I didn't make that silly mistake I made on the last one. All right, quickly goodbye to our at-home players.